Hello everyone, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts. This is one of the other harness fectin students. This is Tim. He's also an instructor in our club, so you say hello.
Hi.
And I've had questions since I've done the review for the Bareena Emporium Closed Sallet, and people are asking me for follow-up. What's it like to fight in it? Well, here's the truth. Despite it being some time, I haven't gotten the chance to fight in it. The reason is, not all of the other people doing harness fectin in the club have gear. So my Sallet has become the default loner helmet, and I've been using my Arm Street bassinet for most of our fighting. But however, Tim has regularly been using the Close Sallet from Bareena Emporium, and I'd like you to kind of give your thoughts on it.
Yeah, so first off, I really like this helmet. I very much enjoyed fighting with it, and once you get used to it, it's pretty comfortable. Obviously, and I believe you mentioned this previously, the helmet from Bareena does not come padded, so you have to pad it out yourself, and I think you've done a great job with that.
And we have a video on that, so if people are curious, they can look that up, or I'll try to remember to put it in the links below.
As well, the perf plate, I feel hesitant talking about this too much because of what we just said, but the original perf plate was a little bit long, came down a bit uncomfortably to the bridge of the nose. This has been cut down with an angle grinder. I think this is a great place for that to be. It's just below the visor when it closes, so there's no gaps. Although I've heard that Bareena has made adjustments to that as well.
In the current iterations that I'm seeing that Bareena's doing, he's cutting that a little short, so when you put the close, there's a little gap in there. I would check with him if you decide to order one, but yeah.
Let's talk about the close, actually. So, first off, springs, very nice. I haven't really had problems getting that.
Until I punched the pin and released.
Until Ramirez punched the pin and the visor bumped up to right about here.
But after a couple of months of fighting, that's the first time I managed to do it.
Yeah, you'll notice with the visor up like that, there is no vision at all out of this helmet. But as long as that stays in place, you do get some vision actually out of the breath holes in the bottom, and it's not negligible. I've used that a couple of times in our matches. But as well, it's worth noting that with the visor up, the perf plate there keeps you really safe, and having the visor up makes a world of difference.
I was going to ask you about it. So when the visor's up, and you can push that back quite a good ways, how's the visibility if you just have that on?
It's not bad at all, especially with the vision through the breath holes. You have quite a lot of vision there. Obviously,
it makes a much more presentable target to hit because that doesn't count for anything. That's as if that wasn't there. So if I can stab you here, then that's in the eyes and the brain and all it's over.
But absolutely makes a ton of difference for vision. You get a lot of visibility with that visor up for what this helmet is. I won't pretend it's equivalent to not wearing a helmet because it isn't. But for a close sallet, the vision with the visor up is pretty good.
So a few closing thoughts. On heavy strikes to the head, how has that felt in there?
I haven't minded at all. You decked me with a dagger in your hand earlier, and honestly, the vision was the bigger problem. We were fighting again right after. You've whacked me with the poleaxe, with the maul side of the poleaxe a couple of times, and the noise is the worst part. It doesn't really feel it. Again, though, that is going to come down to how you pad it. Obviously, the better you do at padding it, the better it's going to stand up to heavy strikes to the head. But I've really enjoyed fighting this. It's pretty comfortable. One thing I will say, and this feels self-evident, but I feel like I should mention it anyway. If you do wear glasses, that perf plate can be an issue. I've managed to finagle mine to fit in under it, but I'm not super comfortable with it. So just keep that in mind, that perf plate does come down pretty close to the front of the face there.
Okay, no, that's always good feedback. So once again, I'm Ramirez, this is Tim. We're both with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts. We're based out of Norfolk, Virginia. I'll leave a link to our club below, and if you have any further questions, please feel free to put them in the comments below. And if I can't answer it, I'll ask Tim if he doesn't mind answering that question. And once again, I will see you in the next video.